We're Paul and Alyssa, and this is our fertility journey. So, we just talked to a fertility specialist for the first time. Paul's going to get tested, and basically, she didn't seem hopeful about us conceiving naturally. She said that after 12 months, you have a 2% chance, 2 to 5% chance of conceiving each month. So it drops from a 20% chance. So 2% is very, very low. And that was really tough to hear. But she also said that most people, when they go to a fertility doctor, they think, oh my gosh, IVF. But she said, no, there's a lot of steps in between that and IVF. And sometimes it can be really simple. So she also said she went through infertility. So that was really sweet. She described a lot of the emotions that I feel, particularly in relation to getting your period every single month after trying. I can't say I feel hopeful right now, but we're just taking the steps. Made it through the HSG tests. Basically, the HSG is hysterosalpingogram. And they insert dye into your uterus to make sure everything's clear and open. There's cramping, but that was about it for me. I don't know how to describe it really. When I was getting it done, it definitely felt uncomfortable, but to me, it was just like bad period cramps. So in that case, it wasn't terrible. But you didn't have your partner in there, which was a little shock to me. I didn't know that. And then, I don't know, just being in a medical environment, it was sterile. And so I think I just felt scared. And they were really, really sweet. The nurses were nice. The doctor was nice. Everyone was really nice. And she was like, you can hold my hand if you need to. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. However, then I was done and they're like, okay, now go clean yourself up in the bathroom. And so I immediately got up and almost passed out. Like I had to sit down. I felt very, very faint for probably 10 minutes, which I hate that feeling. So that was a bummer. But while I was in there, they're like, okay, you can look at the screen during, and I decided not to. I've had a colposcopy and that almost made me pass out, like looking and seeing what was happening in real time. But then I was kind of bummed after because they were like, okay, well, this is your uterus and these are your fallopian tubes, and it all came back normal, but I didn't actually get to see the dye like go through and whatever. But that was cool how in real time they'll be like, okay, it's all good. You're totally open and clear. Yeah. So it's a good thing. Like I didn't want there to be blockages, but it is also annoying that it was a test just to confirm everything's okay, I guess. So it's a double-edged sword there. But yeah, and then they're like, okay, well, if you have any blockages, then we suggest you baby dance that night because everything will be open. So it's super interesting. Like you're supposed to go and have this procedure done to your cervix, to your uterus, and just have kind of a traumatizing day. You know, if you don't love going in for medical procedures, and it's a little traumatizing. And then they're like, go home and have sex. So not quite in the mood for that after that. But yeah, I'm just going to relax, work from home today, which I do every day, but specifically from the couch, not my office. I'm just going to relax. And overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but I don't think it needs to be as feared upon as some people make it to be. They said that some people do experience cramping, some people don't. And so I think just going in with that mindset and being like, if I do experience cramping, it's going to be okay. Again, I've had a colposcopy, which is like a biopsy of your cervix, and that was painful. So I feel like this was a piece of cake compared to that. So just got back from my ultrasound the week of IUI. So I guess they want to look at follicle size, endometrial thickening, and basically when to do IUI. And I'm slightly discouraged. I need to be more positive, but I knew this was going to happen. My ovulation is going to fall on a Sunday, at least according to like my apps and my normal ovulation. And so before we even did all this, I was like, oh, can I come in on a Saturday for the IUI? And she's like, yeah, if we need to, we will do it on a weekend. So I was like, okay, that made me feel better. But now it feels like things were not ideal today. My follicle size was around 15, and they just want everything to get bigger and grow more and whatever. And so it looks like they're going to put me on estrogen and still do the trigger shot tomorrow morning and then do the IUI on Friday. So I guess I was just a little bummed because it seems like it should be on Saturday because I need more time for things to thicken and for things to mature. But I don't know. I'm using Dr. ChatGPT and it's like, it's okay. It's well within the means, it's gonna be okay. But yeah, optimally would be Saturday. So I guess I'm just like a little bummed, but I'm trying to get myself in a hopeful mindset. And I guess we're doing this. So it's Wednesday. I will take that estrogen. I'll go grab it from the pharmacy today, do it today and tomorrow, do my injection tomorrow morning before Paul goes off to work. And then Friday, he'll have to leave work to give a sample. And then I'll do the IUI probably on my own because he has to work. So things are happening. And then it also looks like I will be in Tahoe for the 2 weeks after. So I got my injection this morning. It was nerve-wracking, but very easy and simple. I probably could have done it by myself. Luckily, my husband is a doctor, and so he wanted to do it. And I didn't mind. I just wanted to like wake up and do it in bed and like not even think twice about it. Like I didn't want to wait all day and think about it or even like an hour and just dread it. So I was like, I'm just going to wake up. You take it out of the fridge right when you wake up, Paul. And we did put on numbing cream. Like my husband has numbing cream. And so I don't know if that helped. I think it did. I barely felt anything. So just a little tip, put that on like 20 plus minutes before you do it. And then I had my dog with me and I was like, I'm just going to cuddle her the whole time. She thought that we were going to give her an injection. So she was like freaked out and she didn't want to cuddle me. And I was like, what the hell? So that was annoying. But it's done. And I am currently doing estrogen intravaginally. It's bright blue. So in case this whole process didn't feel foreign and weird enough, I also have to like wear a pad because there's bright blue everywhere. So that's cool. But tomorrow is the IUI. So I'm just trying to do happy thoughts. I've been doing like conception meditations before bed because my mind tends to wander before bed and it's nice to just think happy thoughts as I'm drifting off. So stay tuned. It's IUI day. Did not sleep the best last night. Woke up at like 4 a.m. feeling whatever that HCG shot is supposed to be doing. So I feel like my ovaries were like enlarging. Like it felt weird and I could not get out of my head about it. So I ended up like doing a sleep meditation in the middle of the night. That's like my favorite way to get my mind out of my own head. Woke up. Now I'm going to make a warm breakfast, oatmeal for Chinese medicine purposes. Warm breakfast, warm womb, happy. So we'll see. And then my IUI, I think, is at noon. So we'll keep you updated. Here's the catheter. All done. That was very easy. Just like a little pinching feeling, if anything. But it was great. Got to have Paul there, held my hand, and they just kind of show you the uterus and they put a catheter in and inject the sperm. So we'll see. Now we wait. What do you got? Let me see. I'm in Tahoe. It's really early. I just took an early detection pregnancy test. So we'll see. negative. Alrighty, you guys, round 2. Got to process, officially not being pregnant a little bit. But also I was on a family vacation and then we had a funeral. So it's been a whirlwind and I just feel really hopeful for this next round. I just went in and she's prescribing me 2 tablets of letrozole. So 5 milligrams this time. Last time it was just half of that. So I feel like that'll be really helpful. Everyone was so sweet today. Like, I'm on the verge of tears. I got to learn that my physician is a believer. So it just feels like really good signs this time. And also, it's September. That's our wedding anniversary. So I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm also going in a week from today to check everything out. And that'll be on a Monday. And so then I'll have all week for them to figure out when they want a trigger shot. Like, there's no weekend that could be interrupting things. So I don't feel any pressure this time. And I just feel hopeful. Number 2, let's do this. Alrighty, so we did IUI yesterday. We were gonna record, but then literally on the bulletin board inside the room it says we don't permit recording, and so we were like, oh, okay. And yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a stressful day. If you ever do IUI, make sure that your week is flexible because they don't really give you options. They're like, come in at this day at this time and do the trigger shot this day at this time. And that's that. So I had a meeting and I should have canceled it, but I was just a little stressed. And then I woke up and my Aura ring said that my temperature increased a lot. And if you've never tracked for ovulation or your basal body temperature, usually once you've already ovulated, your temperature increases. So that really freaked me out. I was like, I don't want to waste money, waste time and energy and emotions if I've already ovulated. But I got a hold of the fertility place and they were like, no, still come in. We're going to proceed with it. So I don't know. My fertility clinic doesn't use LH strips or monitor EBT, which is kind of weird for me as a health coach because I just work with a lot of women and we always track those things for ovulation. But I'm just going to have faith. I do feel slightly different this time, and I feel like we didn't change very much. They still did estrogen to increase my uterine lining thickness, the trigger shot, and then they did double the medication before the trigger shot. So I don't know, but I do feel different. I don't know how to describe it. And Paul and I feel very hopeful this round. And so I hope that our intuitions are correct and that there will be a little baby. Stay tuned. Hello. I've been having some cramping, and so I decided to take a pregnancy test to see if I need to prepare for a period or not. Not pregnant. So I took that video this morning. We are going to a music festival today, and so that's kind of why I wanted to figure out if my period was coming. But it's a couple days before my period, and last time I didn't get any cramping until right when my period started. And this time I've had cramps for a couple days now. And so we were kind of hopeful that it was implantation cramps. Um, but yeah, it was a negative, and it feels really dark today. I've been like telling my friends that I just feel so numb, and I hate that for myself. I hate not feeling hopeful. I hate not having a reaction when I see a negative, like being so tired of seeing negatives that like I just don't even have a reaction anymore. And just the more this goes on, the scarier it is. It's like, okay, I think we're going to do another IUI. Paul is down to do 4. I'm definitely down to do 3. Um, we'll just see where we're at. It's like the holidays are coming. So, and then it's like after that is IVF for us. Like we're just ready to start a family. And so that feels like that would be the next step. Even though I hate how I feel doing these IUIs, like I hate how I can't trust my body. I don't know what's going on. Like this whole time I was really sure that I was pregnant. And so when you see that negative, it's like, whoa, I can't trust my body. Like I don't know my body. And yeah, it sucks. Sorry, I'm new to this, you guys, and I wasn't planning on crying because I haven't cried all morning, and I don't love a crying video, but I also just want to be open and vulnerable because I decided to share this journey. I mean, at least for now. So we'll see what's to come. This next month, we're not planning on doing IUI again because we have our triathlon. And a lot of people are like, oh, you need to stop training. Like, that's so much stress on your body. But I am doing a sprint. It's a 3-mile run, which is more like a jog walk for me, swimming and biking. Like, it's just more chill for me. I'm doing it for fun. And it's actually been a lot easier on my body than strength training. So I feel fine about it. But I didn't want to be going through like these crampings and timing everything correctly the weekend of our triathlon. So this next month will be that. And I also just got my progesterone and thyroid checked out. My progesterone was really good, and my thyroid was okay, trending on the hyperthyroid level for once. So that has never happened to me. I think it's because I'm gluten-free right now. But my thyroid antibodies were still high, but not crazy high. So I don't know. We'll see what's to come. And I know if I ever post these videos, there will be a happy ending, a happy outcome. And so that's kind of why I am filming these, is because one day there will be a happy outcome and I can share our journey and hopefully give people an insight into the ups and downs, because I'm really grateful whenever I come across a video that goes through all the ups and downs and actually has like a happy ending at the end. So I am so proud of every woman that has experienced infertility and fertility struggles. And I know some women have gone through this for years and years, and like we're only at like 14-ish months. And so I just commend everybody who's gone through this.